Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Everything Bears, where we talk about everything Bears. A lot of news today. He's back. Everything Bears Show, yo, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. Everything Bears Show, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. First down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown. System throne up the north, up high, calm down, find out. Intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked out, 9 down, in the state, touchdown, blow. First down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown. System throne up the north, up high, calm down, find out. Intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked down, 9 round, in the state, touchdown, blow.
I could watch that Jordan Love getting knocked out 1,000 times in a row. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Everything Bears Show, your home for everything Bears. And oh my, guess who's back?
Back again?
Jack is back. Tell a friend.
Tell some friends.
Tell some friends. Jack Sanborn's back in town, baby. Chicago's very own comes back from Dallas. The Bears sign him. And Wedge, does this tell Bears fans anything of what might come about the draft?
Yeah, I think it does. I think we can rule a certain position out at this point because, man, have we signed a lot of linebackers in the offseason.
Yeah. How many are on the roster right now?
Yeah, looking that up real quick. Some of these names, guys, I'll be honest with you, you might not recognize, but some you will. Noah Sewell, Achilles. Don't know when he's going to be back. Nephi Sewell. Jack Sanborn, newest addition. DeMarco Jackson. Ruben Hippolyte. Dominique Hampton. Was he a practice squad player last year? Why can't I can't remember who this is. TJ Edwards, broken leg. And then finally, Devin Bush. So according to my count, if I'm having a good counting day, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 linebackers.
8.
I don't think all those will be there on the final roster come kickoff, but going into it, yeah, it's where we're at.
8 linebackers on the team right now and 2 safeties.
Yes.
I think I know what we're drafting in the first round.
Mm-hmm. First or second for sure.
Yeah. First or second.
D tackle, edge, those are interchangeable for me. Safety, top 3. I think that linebacker priority for me dropped from about 4 down to maybe 6.
Yeah.
Right? I'm thinking D-line will include tackle, edge, safety. Then after that, you're probably looking at a center, a cornerback, and let's be honest, man, it's Ben Johnson in this offense. I would be shocked if they don't try to add some type of an offensive weapon, maybe in the wide receiver room.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I don't think we're drafting linebacker either. But you know what? You stole the thought right from my mind. I'm thinking running back, actually. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to go running back this draft. And don't be shocked if it's kind of high, right. 3rd round, 4th round, higher than what we had expected. But yeah, with all these damn linebackers on this team, obviously not all of them are going to make the final 53. But the fact that we have a gaggle of linebackers, I don't know, what would you call a group of linebackers? Not a gaggle.
Maybe a murder of linebackers?
A murder of linebackers.
Yes.
I don't think we're drafting a linebacker now. So that whole Rodriguez thing, it's probably not going to happen. Who was the other guy?
Trotter,
Trotter.
Golday.
Thank you. Yep, that was
Yeah.
another one. Golday, another one. Probably not drafting them. But you know what? That's fine because at defensive tackle, at edge, at safety, we need to go young there anyways. I'm tired of trying to bring in all this veteran experience or veteran leadership. We fuck
Yeah.
that. I don't need that anymore. We need some young dogs on the line and at safety. So that's where we're at.
So, how would you describe this free agency period for the Bears?
Wow.
Not quite as sexy as it was last year, that's for sure.
Well, definitely not. No, it's been a little ho hum.
Mhm.
So is it free agency going on right now? Oh,
Right.
free agency's happening right now. I had no idea free agency was going on.
After Kobe, really, was there anybody? Oh, I'll throw Devin Bush in there too.
Bush, yeah, it's
Kobe and Devin Bush. You're like, all right, yeah, we're off to a decent start. And then after that, boo,
yeah,
just flatlining, right?
for a number of reasons, right? To be fair, I don't know. We're in a little bit of salary cap limbo,
Mhm.
toting the line, all 10 toes hanging over the line and cap space. Don't have a whole lot of draft capital really that we want to let go of. There were some big deals on the table, Max Crosby and others where did you see what Denver gave up for Waddle?
Yeah, first and a third.
Ooh,
Oof.
Denver's really pushing their chip. They're in. Denver's in there. Okay.
I would think with the fire sale that is the Miami Dolphins, you couldn't get a better deal for that? I mean, it seems like they're offloading big time.
Yeah. And so yeah, with that, and I think it might be a little bit on purpose. Again, Poles isn't Mr. Big making big splash deals. Yeah. And so he made the moves that he needed to. I think we said last episode they did a great job of filling depth,
Mhm.
and then we're just gonna go ahead and hold on to these draft picks over here, and come draft night, hold on to your britches, boys, because Pulse is gonna be drafting.
Yeah, so kind of my 2 cents on this, and you alluded to a point that I think we need to jump into next, but before we get there, the few players that have a little bit of smoke around them for the Bears that they could do something. One is Cam Jordan. That one's out there for a while. He did an interview with a former teammate, Armstrong, saying that he's got basically 3 options on the table. So let's assume the Saints are 1, retirement might be 2, and very likely Bears are rumored to be that third option. Whether 2 is retirement, TV, whatever the case may be, I don't know, or if it's another team, but the Bears are in the mix. With the longer this goes on, I think the cheaper he ends up getting, which is good for the Bears. The other name that I've heard a little bit of smoke around, and it happened after the Waddle trade, was Achane, the running back from Miami.
I keep seeing that one too.
Mhm.
I keep seeing that too.
That would be I would be curious if the Bears were to make a move for him, what he would cost. Unfortunately, with this Waddle deal, I think the price might have just gone up because now the Dolphins are like, wait a minute,
We don't have any weapons.
we've got players that people want and they're willing to give up capital for it, and we don't have to pay their whole salary next year. I mean, the Dolphins are in a complete teardown right now.
I mean, I'll give you. Look at Miami. I'll give you a 3 and DeAndre Swift. That's my offer.
Or if Miami said, "Hey, can we have Swift in the third for H?" Yes,
Consider it done.
yes. The paperwork is already being sent over. Checks in the mail.
It checks in the mail. Yeah. 'Cause he's younger, right? The kid's young still. He's like,
Yeah.
what, 25?
Mhm.
Something like that. And
Graded out PFF wise as the number 1 rushing running back and like number 9 as a pass receiver. So the
wow.
kid's deadly both getting the ball in his hands, handoff, or catching it out of the backfield, which that's one piece we really didn't see a whole lot of last year, did we? Running backs catching the ball out of the backfield. A couple
Uh,
screens here and there.
couple screens and then a couple check downs, number
Yeah.
of check downs. I've seen Monungai drop a bunch and
I could think of a couple routes where Swift ended up on the sidelines. The one in Washington stands out the most where he broke the tackle and had his lucky touchdown, according to
the
Troy.
that was
Yeah.
the lucky touchdown. Yeah.
Mhm. And then I could think of a couple other over on the right sideline when Caleb was rolling out and finding him, but not a real threat. The screen game thankfully wasn't A, needed, and B, overutilized.
Right.
We've had many, many, many years of that. And speaking of the screen game, before we get into the salary cap topic, what do you think of Justin Fields going to back up my homie in Kansas City?
I knew you were gonna bring that up. You know what? Like I don't hate it. Good for
No.
him. He'll be under. I mean, maybe it's the best tutelage in the NFL. You're
Mhm.
going to be playing behind Pat Mahomes, and you're going to be in these quarterback rooms with Andy Reid. Like this couldn't have boded better for Justin at all. I tell you what, if it doesn't work out for Justin after this stint in Kansas City, that's on him.
Mhm.
That's on Justin. Because granted, he has been in some shitty situations the whole time he's been in the NFL. Okay, the whole time. But for him to go to Kansas City, good for him. I hope it works out for him. I hope he holds that clipboard very well.
Right. Well, he's going to be starting probably 3 or 4 weeks of the season. So I'm thinking Kansas City is hoping that they can get a 2-2 split with them, kind of like what the Steelers got out of him. Though I think he started 4-2 there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure right now Fields is like, thank God Nagy is out of there. Because I wouldn't want that reunion again.
Yeah. That is the first thing I thought when I seen Justin was going to Kansas City. I said, well, good thing Nagy's not there. Because that would have been awkward. Awkward.
Yeah. Yes. Walking into the QB room, like opens up the door.
Like, damn.
Slowly closing it.
Damn. Fuck. Yeah, back up, leaving.
Can't see me.
But it should be okay. It should be good for him. Again, best place you could possibly go, really.
Yeah. Hey, good for him, man. I think that's going to be his niche in the NFL. He's going to be a backup who can come in, hopefully.
I don't know, Rami. What? A lip reader.
And we're off and running.
We're going. Big Mike, how's it going? Justin, go get Mr. Mahomes coffee. Make it quick.
Yes.
He does no sugar. He doesn't take sugar.
He's more of a just straight cream type of guy.
Yeah. It's coffee and cream. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome, guys. Welcome, damn it. Welcome. Jack Sanborn's back, right, boys? Huh? Am I right?
Yeah, buddy.
Do you think this goes against? Because again, on Twitter yesterday, I said this off air, but yesterday and the day before, I was talking mad shit on Twitter to anybody saying, "Oh, Jack Sanborn back to Chicago." Jack Sanborn. I was like, I don't know, because our GM keeps talking about speed. When I think that, I don't think Jack Sanborn. And then lo and behold, as the news breaks down, we get Jack Sanborn back. So it's like, oh.
Death piece for sure. I think that's an insurance policy for TJ Edwards.
TJ, yeah.
Think about what Sanborn did when he was here, the season before last. He played every single linebacker position. So you get that type of flexibility. Your starting caliber at linebacker is a little thin, but you have depth. You have a Sanborn. You have Noah Sewell when he gets back. Both guys have started games in the past for the Bears. Yeah, I think the Sandman will get 57 back. But anyway, I don't see this being a long-term solution for the Bears. That's why he's coming back on a 1-year deal. I'm just bringing up the number roster real quick because Jonathan Garvin has it right now. Guess what, kid? You're giving it up.
Yeah. I was going to say
practice squad guy.
Sand God's going to have to outplay Garvin.
Yeah.
To get that number. Wow.
Hey, Garvin, I'll buy you a $5 value box from Taco Bell. Let me get 57 back.
Yeah, come on,
Yes,
kid. I'm going to
sir,
take you to
Mr.
Wiener
Sandman.
Circle and buy you a couple dogs.
Yeah.
And then you're going to give up that 5.7. You got it?
Good. So, yeah, he'll probably end up with it back. So the roster, free agency for sure, like we've been talking about, really has been all about the middle of this roster in general, building the depth on it, building the defensive line rotation. They have a ton of guys. This also tells me that a lot of the guys that they signed in free agency, especially along the D-line, probably aren't going to make the 53. It's competition. Let's see what happens. Or they're temporary placeholders until some guys come back healthy. That's kind of what I'm getting at right now, what I think is going to happen. So, welcome J2K Designs. I wonder if Sanborn's going to be the same with Bush at will, Jackson at middle, Edwards and Sewell TBD once they get back. If they play base, most likely I could see that. How often are they going to play base? They're usually in the nickel. And I think in the nickel with everybody that they have right now, and as if you disagree with me, please chime in. But I think they'll go DeMarco Jackson and Devin Bush. Those are your two nickel linebackers.
Yep.
You got the most speed out there. Bush known for his coverage. In this case, in the nickel, I see Jackson. Jackson might even be wearing the green dot again this year for the defense. While Bush will be on the outside, play the will.
Yep.
But
yeah, when they're in base, Sanborn's going to be out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You're not playing base against anybody in the division.
No. Well, I don't know, because think about it now. A lot of teams are really starting to catch on to this 13 personnel shit. They're all copying fucking Ben, and they're going to start running 13. So if you're running 13, yeah, you're going to have 3 linebackers out there. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it'll be dealer's choice. It'll be on Dennis Allen. You want to run nickel against 13 personnel, or do you want 3 linebackers? It's going to be up to Dennis Allen.
With the defensive backfield that the Bears will have with Kobe, you could throw Stevenson in there. You could throw Kyle Gordon in there. They're going to have a lot of flexibility where I don't think they'll necessarily have to go base in 13. They might just drop one of those big safeties back down and then let them play a box safety, depending on who they draft. You draft somebody to kind of fulfill the Brisker role. That's your box safety, and away we go. If you find more of a coverage safety, sounds like Kobe can drop down into the box and, be a thumper too.
Yeah, this is a good point here too. J2K. Daniel Hardy sees some Sam versus 13. Yeah. It's that band. Who knows that Dennis Allen has to be pounding the table this offseason. Can we make it about the fucking defense this time?
Yeah.
Because offense, we're good. I mean, once we shore up center, which I don't know. I've been hearing more and more reports as more and more beat writers and John Z and CHGO and whoever else is reporting about this center from the Patriots we got. I'm feeling
Bradbury.
more and more better about him. I really
Mm-hmm.
am. I was a little like meh over it, but now hearing more about him, I'm like, okay, actually, this could actually work. We shore up the left tackle. Offense is done, baby. Let's get this
Yeah.
defense all shored up. Let's get all our defense ducks in a row.
I still
But
think that the Bears are going to go center probably in the top 4 rounds, depending on who's there. I started doing a lot of homework on the centers. There's probably 4 centers that would really fit the mold. Kid out of K-State, Slaughter from Florida, the kid from Iowa, and then there's one more in there that I can't think of, but they're going to have options, and all those guys are going to be there between the 3rd and the 4th. I think that's where they'll go center with that, but for sure, the first 3 picks, as we've all been saying, defense, defense.
yeah,
D-line and safety.
trenches, safety. Thanks, J2K. You guys know ball. I'm curious. DA doesn't seem to play free safety, strong safety, rather 2 safeties who can cover like cornerbacks. Yeah, it loves to blitz Gordon. Absolutely, if the guy could stay healthy. But even when we were using CJ Gardner, like he was blitzing him too. So he
Yeah.
definitely does utilize that nickel spot a lot. And yeah, actually, that's a good point that you brought up. DA safeties, not very role playing.
Specific, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both safeties have to do both. You
Mhm.
have to be able to play center field, and you have to be able to cheat up into the box and run support, baby, or blitz. He loves blitzing the safeties too, because Brisker got him some sacks.
Rams game, right? Didn't we see Brisker and Kyler Gordon both going?
Yeah,
Shooting, what do they call that? The double dog blitz,
yeah.
from the corner. Absolutely. I don't think Byard was as comfortable in the box, which might be one of the reasons why he wasn't brought back. That and probably money, I'm guessing. But with Kobe and whoever they draft, or if they move Kyler back to safety, man, that's interchangeable there.
Thank you for stopping by, J2K, man. Give us a sub. Give us a thumbs up. Do all the good stuff. Thanks for bopping in, man. Don't stick around as long as you want. I think I've seen you in other chats. But thank you for bopping by and and commenting. We love it. We take all comments. We address them all. Who in the draft would be able to move around like
DA likes.
that
Dennis
DA
Allen
likes?
likes it, yeah.
Got it.
Ooh, if we're talking safety,
There's again, man, the safeties out there in this draft are woo.
yeah. I think right now the buzz is around Thieneman. He's somebody who won't mind getting his nose dirty. Somebody who's ran hella fast that can cover. That's probably somebody. The kid Ramsey out of USC fits that mold, who's played both safety roles. Bud Clark from TCU. There's a handful of safeties that I think that can fill that role. The kid out of Toledo, Emmanuel. He's, I think, more maybe, towards the coverage, but from the little bit of tape that I watched on him, it doesn't seem he seems like he's a willing tackler, willing to get in there. So, I think at safety you have a handful of guys. I've seen the Bears looking at Stooks from Arizona. I haven't done the workup on him yet, but he's supposed to be a cornerback converting over to safety as well. And he's supposed to be a physical guy as well. That's kind of a newer name that we haven't really come across in the mocks that I've started seeing that might be a fit for the DA system. So that's another guy to kind of take a look at. those, I think, paired with Kyler Gordon, I think you saw it with Kobe. He's one of those guys that could do that as well. So it sounds like on the back end, they're going to be all right. We know Tyreek is willing to get his nose dirty. Jalen might be the exception there, especially after last year. So,
Yeah,
mhm.
the poor guy was not 100%, and he was making some big business decisions out there.
Yeah,
Uh, I want to see a whole new Jalen this year.
yeah,
A little
for
off
sure.
topic.
We
I don't want to
not
branch off on Jalen here.
Yeah, I hope to see a new Jalen. We have to see a new Jalen. So,
I
Genesis
like
Smith from Arizona
Genesis.
State, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Genesis is nice.
Mhm. There's a handful of guys, man. I think that safety class is pretty deep, and you could still find a pretty good one in rounds 3 through 6 or 3 through 5, I would say. Unfortunately, the Bears just don't have that much ammo in those later rounds, but that's why I'm thinking they're probably safety is going to be one of the first 2 picks if I had to guess.
Gotta be.
Mhm.
Gotta be. Gotta be. Gotta be. All right. But you guys, though, are you guys in the chat in agreement? Do you think the Bears are going linebacker at all in this draft now?
Yeah.
We've got 8 as we have 8 linebackers under contract right now.
Mhm.
8.
Me and J2K were on the same page there with Stooks, man. So I could tell J2K does his homework, man. We're gonna have to start getting sharper. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, he gets around. He gets around the
mhm.
Bears community.
It just
He knows ball.
if it's man, I just so what do we hear? BPA, right? Best player available. What if you have a Rodriguez staring at you in the second? What if you have Golday staring you in the second, or Trotter slips and he's staring you late third or fourth? Anthony Hill, yeah. I mean, I, I don't know, man. I'll never say never, especially when we drafted Luther Burden in the second round. Like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah. Nothing's off the table with Ben
right.
Johnson and Poles. Right.
If we're truly going best player available and some of those guys are there, I don't know how you completely rule it out. But like we were talking about before the show, I think in terms of the stack rankings, linebacker has dropped from probably third or fourth highest need. I'd say fourth highest need, maybe down to like 6.
It definitely went down a couple
Yeah.
pegs.
It's maybe one of those positions that, yes, if the right player falls to you, you take, but you're not going to go out and reach for a guy to bring him in if, you got other needs that are sitting in front of you. So.
To Big Mike, I'm about to put that
Yeah.
up. I'm with Rami here too. I mean, that's the way I've been. In my mind, I
Mhm.
play things out and what I'd like to see, what I think they may do. But at the end of the day, again, between last year's draft, I trust what they know what they're doing now. Poles and Ben Johnson contributing in that last year's draft. We saw you can't argue with the results that we
Right.
saw on the field last year from our draft picks. I mean, absolutely studs. Big Mike. We're all gonna shit ourselves. You got it, buddy.
I'm
You
not completely ruling that out either, man. There's no way that in a Ben Johnson led team, I'll ever rule that out. So,
yeah, but I'll be all right with it. I'll be all right with it because I know that kid's gonna damn near be rookie of the year. It's
mhm.
those whole shots over Edwards that bugged me last year. Yeah, he couldn't cover the deep middle in zone. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he was like he was dealing with injury all year.
Mhm.
I'm not making excuses for the guy, but he just couldn't stay healthy, and I do question when he was on the field, was he even 100%? I thought that about a lot of guys last season, Kyler Gordon and Rome and TJ and all these guys we're bringing back, you see them on the field and you're like, I don't know if we should have brought them back. These
Right.
don't look like their normal selves. These guys look like they're banged up and they just want to be on the field. Well, when you're not helping the team, just stay your ass on the bench and let the next man up do their thing. But
I think the classic example of that last year was Jalen Johnson. He saw how much fun everybody else was having. He's like, I want a slice of this. I
yeah,
don't blame him, man, because it's the first time that they've been good in a while. And if you're a competitor at all, you're like, get me out there. I'm good enough. I
yeah,
can help. I think I can do this, and
Yeah.
away we go. And sometimes you got to save them from themselves. They did it with Rome. Hey, we got to, save Rome from Rome type of thing. We talked about it, I think, a little bit before the show. I think TJ might be one of those trade possibilities in this season.
I wouldn't be shocked on that either.
Mm-hmm.
Especially again, having 8 linebackers under contract right now.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to go, hey, what do you want for TJ by chance? I don't know. What do you got?
Mm-hmm.
What do you offer? And we'll talk.
Dallas, you seem to like to throw away draft picks. What will you take for TJ? I agree with J2K. I was going to bring this up as well. As a matter of fact, I just looked up Edwards' age. He's 29. I definitely think he has lost a step, especially very noticeable this past year. Granted, he was dealing with some of the soft tissue with the hamstring, and then a broken leg's not going to help. Though,
no,
I'd rather see a guy break his leg than have some type of ligament damage like a ACL, because bones heal and away you go. That recovery time is a lot shorter than ACLs or whatever the case may be.
True Pilgrim, bear down, baby.
What's up, True? Good to see you again, brother. So
if someone would take on TJ's contract, 12 mil, I think that'd be great. I'd give a 7th rounder just to move on from the cap space. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah.
So let's start talking about the cap, right? J2K gave us a good transition into it. I think from the homework that I've been doing and the information I've been collecting, I think Poles is playing possum a little bit this year, right? He's nothing too splashy because he knows what this team has facing them next year, which is a true opportunity to just shove everything to the middle and go all in. So let's talk a little bit about contracts and where they're at. We didn't see a whole lot of restructuring this year. And at the beginning, when we started doing the mocks and all that, we freed up a ton of money by restructuring a couple of key guys. We didn't do that. Why? Why wouldn't we do that? I have the answer.
All right.
So let's get into it a little bit. Montez Sweat, biggest contract on the team, free agent in 2028. You're able to get out of his contract next year if you really want to, and it not completely decimate your team. Jalen Johnson, same thing. We have a ton of 2028 contracts coming up. I'll just rattle them off. Joe Tooney, 2028. Dio Dangbo, 2028. Jonah Jackson, 2028. Grady Jarrett, 2028. Those 6 guys alone, right? I'm thinking we keep maybe half of them. Joe Tooney, I think you're keeping. You're keeping Jonah Jackson for sure. You're going to get out of Grady Jarrett. You're going to get out of Dio Dangbo. Jalen Johnson's contract coming up. I don't think, especially if he's not quite to where he was before, he's not getting another contract from the Bears. Montez, he's 30.
Yeah.
You're probably getting out of that contract as well.
Out.
With that being said, if you make moves, and that's why some of these guys didn't get restructured, right? Because if you restructured, now you're recommitted for another few more years.
Correct. You're keeping them longer. So we didn't restructure because you already got 1.5 feet out the door.
Yep. So with that being said, you can free up a ton of cash for next offseason. So this, as we were saying, free agency was not sexy at all. I think it's one of the reasons why we didn't push too hard on Max when you look at some of this stuff. The amount of money that's going to be available next year, if this roster is close, let's put it like this, if I was a betting man, I would put a future bet on the Bears making a Super Bowl appearance in the season after next. Why? Because they're going to have a ton of money. They could be the Raiders of this year, next year, or the Bears that they were last year, and really be able to capitalize on some of the free agents. The trade market was a lot better because the free agents market was crap this year. The next year's draft's supposed to be better than this year. That's what everybody's saying.
Right.
So I think they've set themselves up, maybe not necessarily to be all in this upcoming season, but the year after, before Caleb's contract comes due. Uh-oh, I hit something. You are set up to have 1, maybe 2 years where you can spend, get the splashy names to make that championship push before Caleb's contract has to get renewed outside of the rookie deal. And I'm sorry I went on a tangent. I see a ton of comments coming in, so I'll get off of my soapbox.
Now you finish your thought.
Yeah.
This is your damn show. You can finish your thought.
So
I'm putting everybody's comments up there. They're conversating amongst themselves. They're good.
That's what I see happening. That's me reading the tea leaves. That's looking into my Poles crystal ball. Poles is playing possum this year.
Yeah, that sounds pretty damn accurate. And I kind of never really thought of it from that angle, but now that you say it out loud and on the show, yeah, we didn't restructure some of those big contracts. Why? Oh, yeah, because you're fucking out of here. That's why.
Yeah.
We don't want you another season after what we have to. You're out of here after this season. It's great.
100%. I agree with you, Big Mike. And listen, I still think this roster's a playoff roster. It's going to be a fight for the division again.
Yeah.
It might be a wild card, but I still think that this roster can get into the playoffs for sure.
Oh my God, we ranked so poorly in defense last year that, yeah, I think you're right. This offense will carry the team, and I don't want to put this out in the universe, but I don't think the defense could get much worse than it was last season. Right?
Knock on wood, whatever you got. Yeah.
It's only got to go up from there. So like whatever moves they make, whoever they draft, will seem to me to be just an improvement. Just an improvement. That's it. I mean, Brisker's gone. Nashon's gone. I mean, depending on how you feel about all that, Nashon with the hips and he can't cover deep. He's getting burned. Brisker, same thing. He's great in the box, but he's a liability in coverage. So like Byard, could he have given us another one of those magical seasons this season that he did last? Probably not. So then we bring in and sign a younger Byard in Kobe. And so, like, we're going to get younger and faster on defense. It has to be an upgrade. I agree with you. I think the Bears, I think we make the playoffs again. I had a bold prediction. I think the Bears make the playoffs again.
And I'm not ruling out the division either. It's going to be tough. We talked about it on the last show. Packers, their roster, I think, had some talent degradation on it. They lost a lot of guys. Though they weren't big splashy guys, they were their depth guys that were on there. So I don't think they got better. The Vikings, I don't think they got better. Some might argue, okay, Kyler Murray, he's in, but they lost a couple key pieces on defense as well. That defense is already aged. Yes, they have Jefferson and Addison. They brought back Jones on a restructured deal. So their offense can be legit. If Kyler Murray rounds into form that he was before, that could be a dangerous offense. But I still think going into it right now, if I were to stack rank them, I would still think I'd put the Vikings on the bottom of that division.
Yeah. If they go with Kyler Murray as quarterback, they're not gonna do well. I don't know how much more does the NFL need to see if Kyler Murray. I don't know. Like you said though, last episode, I think you said like maybe you put him in an air raid type of system, and
Yeah.
maybe he'll watch an hour or two of film during the week, and he'll do okay on Sundays. But my expectations for Kyler Murray is very, very low.
Right.
So take your case point right here as well. Al Harris too. I think Al Harris is a huge part of our DB success that they had last season. And I'm so glad we retained him. So glad, because the DBs
Yeah.
that we bring in this year as well are gonna. I don't know what kind of special sauce he's teaching them boys in the film room, but keep it up. I love him as a coach. Yet Minnesota is a hot mess.
They fired their GM late in the offseason. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
And yes, Kevin O'Connell is a dang good coach. He really is.
Mhm.
But that organization, I don't know what they're doing.
When they made the decision to move off of Darnold, that set them back 2 years, 3 years probably.
Yeah. I heard Adam Hogue talk about this here. I think it was today, maybe. I might have listened to a show he did yesterday. But anyways, yeah, a look around the division. Green Bay, I don't know what the fuck they're doing either.
Yeah.
Green Bay's fumbling the bag. Minnesota is too, and then Detroit's got their struggles too. Like, this really looks like it's our divisions this year, boys. It's our
It's
division
there
again.
for the taking, that's for sure. And let's, when we were talking about the salary cap, if the Bears are in contention and they think that they can make a deep playoff run, don't get me wrong, they still have the flexibility to be able to move money around and be able to sign a big name or trade for a big name or whatever the case may be in the middle of the season to bolster the lineup. They have ultimate flexibility right now. Was it Adam Schefter said the Bears are broke? They're not broke.
Yeah.
If they could free up probably 40 million tomorrow if they really wanted to, it would hurt them down the line. But right now, man, it's Poles is playing chess out there where these other guys are playing checkers.
Yep. Yeah, he's definitely keeping his game plan tight to the vest. But we're always watching.
Yeah.
We're always watching. We see all these damn linebackers you're signing, and we know you're not drafting a linebacker now.
As I was driving around today, I live in Wisconsin, so I've heard this. Have you heard this? That
No.
there's Lambeau was thinking about selling the naming rights for their field. So it's going to be like the Chiefs situation, right? GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium or Culver's Field at Lambeau Stadium.
Stop it, really?
Yes. Yeah. So it will be sacrilege to these people up here, and I can't wait to hear all the bitching.
I know. What if it was like, I don't know, let's say, I was thinking of a cheese company.
Sargento Field at
there you go.
Yeah.
Yes. Will that make anything, would make that better on the locals?
That's why I picked Culver's originally. Good old Wisconsin-based company.
Oh, Culver's there. Okay. Right, that works. Okay, so they're thinking about selling the rights to the state. Okay, well, whatever. If that generates more revenue for them, everybody's doing it.
I guarantee you, when the Bears build a new stadium, it's going to be
the damn Waffle House.
It's
welcome
Waffle
to
House Stadium.
The Chicago Bears of Hammond, Indiana, at Waffle House Stadium. If they use those damn schematics for any of the new watchers, I've been calling the renders of the new stadium. I say it looks like a waffle iron. So then the only thing that would make sense to me is that you slap a Waffle House badging on the stadium, and then now it's the Chicago Bears of Hammond, Indiana at Waffle House Stadium.
Mhm.
Say that all in one breath.
Blunt, you're saying that next year's draft is loaded. I've been hearing the same thing. Have you heard what positions that they're saying is going to be loaded? I know QB is going to get the upgrade. That's the obvious one. But for sure, Blunt, go ahead, man.
The floor is yours, my friend.
Let's go, my friend.
Can I drop a hot take for 5 minutes of shits and giggles? That's what we do here. We
Yeah.
do both shits and giggles.
So we said this year, quarterback is garbage.
Yeah.
But next year, they have a bunch of elite players that are coming out, including the Manning, Arch
Archie.
Manning.
A little Arch Manning.
Yeah. QB from Oregon's going to be coming out more. So that position's going to get an upgrade. So for the lack of quarterback that we see in this year's draft, should be able to rebound nicely next year. I started reading an article on it and I didn't finish it. I only made it to the quarterbacks, like some of the names coming out, because honestly, I was afraid to put too many names in my head because I'm almost there on this year's names.
On this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Don't
I'm
start
afraid to flood it.
Yeah, don't muddy up the waters talking about next year's
Mhm.
guys.
For those who are new, guys, if you're looking for a place on draft night, we are talking about having a draft party. I'm not talking, we will have a draft party on this show to where everybody can get in the chat. Maybe we'll look into seeing if we can host some type of virtual room to where people can get in, or we rotate people in and out, talk about picks, not only that the Bears are making, but other people maybe in the division are making in the first. We won't have to talk about the Packers for the next few years in the first round. But we're also going to go in the second as well, having a draft party for that because the Bears have 2 picks. And we can really kind of see what this is going to end up looking like for the Bears, assuming that they go 3 defensive picks in the first and second round.
So, yeah, they're supposed to have some sort of thing in the next 2 weeks. I doubt anything's going to come of it, though. But, yeah, in the next – and it might be 12 days now because I heard it about 2 days ago. In the next 2 weeks, they're supposed to have some other big sit-down thing, but it ain't going to happen. All right, Blunt, what do you got here? How do you feel about taking one of those tight ends and run a 12 package sneak, Komet or one of these new tight ends out into the receiver slot and just go big body and bully down the field? Well,
I think with Roman Luther, that might be a little bit of a stretch. Do I see him doing it from time to time? Absolutely. We saw what they did with the 13 personnel. But with having the wide receivers that we do in Colson Loveland, Ben said it best, man. He hunts big plays, right? He hunts explosives, I think is as he puts it. And that might limit that a little bit. I guess we'll have to see what the center and the left tackle position looks like too before, we can start talking about bullying people around.
I mean, it's kind of similar to what we were doing in 13 personnel when that run game after the bye week, and that run game was just destroying fools for the next 6 weeks. It was a lot of 13 personnel with kind of a lot of that stuff where defenses didn't know what was coming at them. Was it a pass? Was it a run? We don't know because they got 3 tight ends on the field. But I could see little wrinkles like that, Blunt. Little wrinkles like that. I could definitely see that be a thing. Isn't the Bear? Oh yeah, we did that one already. Blunt. It would be a super matchup nightmare. No one would be ready for it. Yeah, nobody was really ready for the 13 personnel either. Yeah.
Learn's checking in. What's up, Learn?
Good to see you, brother. I pass on the blocking tight end and go full air raid, empty backseat. Yep. Well, again, like you could put little
personnel
wrinkles,
for it.
put little wrinkles. Yep. Put little wrinkles on it, man. Absolutely. You got the mind of an offensive coordinator, my friend. Could tight end number 3 be Theo? Yeah. But
He was running down the field, flagging for it. I'm
yeah,
open.
he mailboxed that shit. He was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you're not getting this ball.
No.
You're not getting this ball."
You run that seam all you want, buddy. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the 7th round picks, the Bears just go and look for the best blocking tight end out there. There's a kid who was rated 1 in PFF, I think, out of BYU. I can't recall his name right now because I really still got to do a little bit of homework on the back end of the draft because we have that lull in the middle. I haven't done a whole lot, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of those 7th round picks, you pick a very established run blocking tight end because that's really what they need.
Yeah, Blunt's in here playing Madden and shit. That's what you do, man. You line up and I think we did this a bunch. You've seen tight ends lining up at fullback,
Yep.
and then motion them off to the slot or the flanker, and then drag them, or corner route him, or seam his ass down the seam. I mean, yeah. Now you're thinking like Ben Johnson, baby. Who asked this question right here? Learn. Jack's a stud, but he can't keep a job because he went to Dallas.
Yeah.
That was the problem. He went to Dallas. I don't know why we didn't keep him here. But he's back now. He'll have a job here. Maybe for the 1 year. I just think Dallas wasn't a good landing spot for him.
He brings up a good point later on here. Coaches have PTSD from all the linebackers being injured. So, and that's why they brought in Sanborn. He could play all 3 spots. So,
yeah, right.
Then they don't have to lose sleep at night.
And he's an upgrade from, like, say, Sewell, right? Because Sewell, we're looking at him being 4th string or something like that. Now we don't have to worry about Sewell. We know it's Jack Sanborn. But
thank you for JTK.
Yeah, thank you for stopping in, brother. I'll see you out there in the community.
So just real quick, J2K, we go Wednesdays and Sundays. We're going to have a couple of shows that fall outside of that for the draft. But for the most cases, look for us Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings.
Yep. Thanks, man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Left tackle, center, I knew it.
Yeah. Even with the 4 left
in
tackles,
that order, in that order. We go left tackle, center, then 2 guards, and then a fullback.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Peace. Have a good night, brother.
Have a good night, J2K.
Learn wants to burn all the draft picks on the offensive line.
Hold on, baby.
What are you going to do that night? Are you going to be flipping out? So we're going to have a draft party here, right? A watch party. Are you going to be flipping out when they don't draft in this order or spend all the draft capital on offensive linemen?
Or they don't pick an offensive lineman until day 3?
Learn. Come on, man. Have some wiggle room. Have some compassion for the other positions on the field. Please.
I'll give you this, Learn. Center, I see happening. That will probably happen in this draft.
Yeah,
left tackle
might happen early.
Yeah.
Might happen early.
Good point.
The better the team gets, the more boring free agency. It's a good sign. Yes. Facts. Wide out and running back incoming.
I do see that as well.
It could be. It could be like Wedge said earlier, right? When we drafted Luther Burden in the 2nd round, it was like, wait, what? Yeah. We're doing what?
Huh?
So you never know. I mean, it depends on who's on their board, right? What bucket do they have those players in? And did that player drop to where you're picking? Crazier things have happened.
Maybe we can email polls and be like, hey, man, can you send us a copy of your draft board?
Oh,
we won't share it, I promise, man. So we can predict who you're going to pick.
We don't have that many subscribers yet, so not too many people will know.
Right. I mean, you got only 82 people that we could possibly share it with, man. Come on.
Come on. Nobody's going to say nothing.
Hey.
Come on. Hey, forget about
What
it.
do you mean the thumbnail says we have Ryan Pohl's draft board? What?
Yeah. Yeah. Good times. Price?
Free.
Is that a player or is that you're talking money? I just hope we don't get that weird kid from USC.
Yeah, are you talking about was it a wide receiver who just like mean mugged the media? Why can't I'm pretty sure it was a wide receiver. Oh, running back. No. Lemon maybe was his name. Mike, who was that kid that you're talking about? Because I've seen it. Because I've seen all the memes about it. I want to say, yeah, that kid creeps me out. He just sat there me mugging. They literally said that he had the worst interviews of anybody ever at the NFL Combine.
Makai Lemon.
Okay. 11. I thought wide receiver?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. But people were like, yeah, he didn't talk about any plays. He wouldn't break anything down. He just kind of sat there and stared at him. Yes.
I'm going to guess we're not drafting him.
Well, might actually not fit the character mold.
Looking at that demeanor, he might not make it to the draft. All right. We're going to hear about him in a news story that he just went postal on somebody for something. Somebody stepped on his shoe or said something to him wrong.
Right.
I like that. What I do like about that demeanor is just picture that with a Bears helmet on. And it's like, but we got Luther Burden already. Luther Burden got a nasty chip on his shoulder.
He's got the force choke.
He's force choking fools on the field. I mean, we don't need another one in the locker room.
I mean, can you imagine him and Ben having a staring contest, though?
Oh, my money's on Ben.
Right, exactly. Nobody can break that steely mug.
Yeah.
Learn from your lips to God's ears, man. I hope Booker goes off as well. Say they bring in a Cam Jordan, okay? I'm guessing Cam Jordan's maybe 30-40% of the snaps type of guy. As of right now, Booker's getting the rest over on that right side, you know? Yeah. Who are they going to pair with Montez Sweat? Is Dexter going to bump out? Shamar Turner when he gets back? Who knows who else, man?
Noted Dex, but probably Shamar Turner.
Rookie? Hopefully.
Zion Young, I hope.
Yeah. Mesidor?
Just please.
Yeah.
Can we get younger there?
I would love to see him double-digit sacks. If Booker is double-digit sacks, watch out. This defense instantly got better, especially if you could pair that with a rookie edge rusher that shows promise. Now you're talking a little bit of a rotation. True's with you there, Larry.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy, man. He's got to stay healthy. Because like you said, what did he miss? The first 6 games of the season? Last season? I mean...
Yeah. And he was projected to have a bigger role, and that just kind of delayed him a little bit. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope so, man. I hope he can stay healthy through camp. Hopefully puts on a little bit more weight, a little bit more muscle, and go from there. And then I love that dude, man. He stands at the line of scrimmage staring into the huddle, just, psyching Jordan Love out every time they play. I love that shit.
Yeah. Which is going to now become a thing for Jordan Love since he knocked him smooth out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Learn. Oh, look at Learn.
I'll throw it up there. It looks like you're typing.
Yeah.
Fields is going to win 11 games until my homie comes back. He deserves it. He's had a shit show at offensive coordinator his whole life. Learn, you're late to the party, man. We said the exact same thing. I don't know if he's going to have to play 11 games, but I could see 6 for sure. For sure. He might be. I don't know. Because he got hurt pretty late in the season there. It really just depends what the rehab looks like. Has Love played a full season? Yeah, he's played a full season, man. His first 3 when he was riding the bench. He didn't miss a game. Sitting behind Aaron. Yeah, don't quote me on that that timetable. I would have to look it up for Patty Mahomes. So I thought Nagy was Trubisky. Where did Trubisky just sign? The Titans? Speaking of the Titans,
no.
Did you see their new unis?
No.
So
That's
they redesigned, not really redesigned, but new color scheme. It's the same color scheme as the Houston Oilers. I love them. Kind of the throwback with that light blue.
Yeah.
They look freaking sweet, man. So they're tapping back into the roots.
That is who he signed with, too.
Trubisky?
The Titan. Yeah, he went to the Titans. Yeah.
So, yeah, nobody wanted to be stuck there.
Oh, yeah, check it out.
Are you looking up their unis?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty sharp, man. I thought the Oilers unis were pretty slick, and they pay a very flattering homage back to those unis. Eric Bieniemy's going to be hell on Justin. I can't wait to see that happen. I can see Justin crying for sure. Because he's going to be like, what the fuck were you doing?
You know what? It'll be good for his growth. It's good for him.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody's probably been hard on Justin a day in his life.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, in the NFL.
Big Mike thinks that the Titans should just go back to the Oilers.
Yeah, dude. Just forget the whole Titans thing with the big T dagger thing. Just go back to the oil.
Yeah, but is there oil in Tennessee?
Probably not.
I can see it. Titans, Tennessee Titans. Got the T representing.
Yeah, rolls off the tongue a bit easier, but trying to find a good image to put up here. They're all kind of like weird, awkward angles.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to the Titans website, they got a bunch, but I think a lot of them are stuck in that scroll or whatever. There's still a few big free agents left out there right now. You got Bosa. I'm curious to see.
I'll share what I can here, boys. It's not that flattering on their website, but but definitely change their colors back to, a nice powder blue with red. There's another one up here. Yeah,
Yeah.
What are the Bears? Can the Bears do damn something? We need the damn polar bear. I'm gonna just start hounding the Bears on Twitter. I'm gonna start a whole damn movement. We need Bears alternate uniforms. Give us the polar bear.
I've heard a rumor that they're working on that alternate because they're in that series, the Color Rush. So Blunt said, I literally heard you guys just say it, and I'm waking my girl up out of a damn sleep saying, I want the new Tennessee jersey. I'm in Knoxville right now.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. When in
Coming
Rome.
back to Chicago in the spring, I've been getting me a Trubisky, Tennessee jersey.
Nice.
Do it. Ashley, welcome to the show. Thank you for popping on.
Thank you.
Seems like she's a fan here. She likes the colors. I think they're pretty smooth, man. Pretty smooth.
I like them. Yeah, I like them. It makes me jealous. Every time I see NFL teams showing off new unis, I'm like, yeah, great for you guys. Awesome. The Bears aren't going to do it. Bears don't do anything cool like that. We're just going to rock the same 110-year-old uniforms.
Though supposedly the talk was around a polar bear uniform, man.
Yeah, well,
so
let's go. Unveil that motherfucker.
Yeah. Literally just said, if you ever wake me up for Trubisky news again. Uh-oh, sounds like Blunt's getting himself into some trouble.
Hey.
Big Mike's bringing back the Warren Moon memories. Warren Moon, Haywood Jeffries,
yes,
Duncan,
yes.
Who was the running back? Lorenzo White.
Yep.
Who was the third? They had some receivers on that run and shoot.
Yeah, on Tecmo Bowl, they were awesome. All 4 receivers were great.
Yeah. They had some studs on that. So Blunt just in here down here. Bear on the helmet too. Rami, I saw that same picture with the white color rush.
Yep.
I think we looked that up a few weeks ago we were looking at them. So I would love like that silver bear or the navy blue bear outline on that white helmet. That looks sharp. Well, we saw that one helmet that was on Paul's desk, I think, which I'm guessing was a concept amongst the other ones. So yeah, Blunt's hearing the same thing that we did, the all white out on there. Let's take a look at some unsigned free agents. Let's go through some of the top names. See if you were polls, would you kick the tires on any of these guys? Let me know when you're ready, Ez, and I'll rip some off for you.
Oh, I'm pulling up. Hold up. I'm sorry. I get sidetracked very easily.
I know. That's why I figured I'd give you a countdown. I could tell when you're concentrating. I see the smoke coming out of your ears.
Oh,
hey,
the
kid's thinking of something. Yeah, those were the ones that we were looking at before.
I mean, just white on white with silver outline. Slap that silver bear face on the sides, dude. Let's fucking go. All right, I'm sorry. What will you have me do now, sir?
So I was gonna rip off a few free agent names at you. See if you were Ryan Poles, would you make a phone call or kick the tires? You ready?
Yeah.
Jawan Jennings, wide receiver from the 49ers.
No.
Does he interest you? No.
No.
Taylor Decker, left tackle from Detroit.
Yeah.
You'd still call even with the moves that we made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then we can get rid of Braxton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut his ass before the season even starts.
Yeah. So you know what? Our bad. Actually, oh no, because he's a free agent. I was like, actually, we'll just give him to Detroit. You can just have him. Don't worry about it. Just take him. But
guess what? We just signed you to cut you again because it felt so good the first time.
Wanted to do it a second time. All right.
Eddie George. Classic. Steve McNair, bro. Come on.
Ooh, McNair, yeah.
How about Stephon Diggs?
Ooh.
It's kind of an interesting one for this offense.
That is. What he's available?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Patriots cut his ass.
Wow. I mean, I would, but nah. That's too much.
Save that drama for your mama.
He comes with too much baggage, yeah. And plus our wide receiver room, man, we're good, man. We're good.
Yeah. I think he would choke out the young guys and it would stunt their leadership development.
Yeah.
Joey Bosa.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say like a 1 year.
Uh-huh. I'm so subbing. Thanks, fellas. Blunt's got to do what blunts do for a minute.
That's all right. We'll
Enjoy
still
it,
be
bro.
here. We'll
Yeah.
still be here. We'll still be here.
Chicago has enough fatherless
Oh.
children.
Big
True.
Mike. Big Mike, man. Woo!
And then we get the Kardashian drama. I mean,
Yeah, I
we
don't
just
see
got
it,
rid of Simone.
and that's part of it, man. That's part of it, right? Well, what happened during the Super Bowl, right? Oh, he brought his baby mama and his girlfriend. You got them both tickets to the Super Bowl, you dumbass.
Sit them on opposite ends of the stadium, idiot.
Like, okay, man. Like, you know what? I don't want that dumb shit going on my team. No, thank you. Is he talented? Yeah, he's fucking very talented. But so is T.O. Everything comes with a cost. Okay,
Yeah.
that ain't always money, and I don't need that. We don't need that. We got a very good wide receiver room right now. Locker room's good. But back, you said Bosa was the last one. Yeah, I'd try him for a year.
A year, maybe 7-8 million, prove it deal type of thing.
Yeah. Someone's got to get for so it's got to get.
Oh shit!
Just because you said his name, somebody just got pregnant right now.
If Stephon Diggs signs with the Bears, immediately all the daycares have to hire 3 extra people. Good for the economy.
It is good for the local economy. You know, the difference is between eating beaver and fog and the fog. At least with eating beef, you could see the asshole in front of you. Damn.
Oh god. So they have the 5th rated free agency is Joel Bitonio. He was a guard who played for Cleveland last year.
Hey, Cleveland always known for having pretty decent offensive line, except last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would maybe, because I don't know much about him, but because the position he plays, I would ask my talent evaluators, definitely. I'd say, hey, come in here and tell me a little bit about this guy. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is still hanging out there. Kirk Cousins, I think we can agree we're both feel pretty comfortable at quarterback. How about
now? Hold on. Let me do this real quick. I mean, fuck Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about Kirk Cousins here. Guess zero interest in Aaron Rodgers. If we made a move where we get rid of Tyson Bagent, I'm asking Kirk Cousins to come hold the clipboard.
Okay.
But we re-signed Case Keenum though.
You did.
Yes. So we don't need Kirk Cousins to do that. You know what? Scratch that idea. But if we didn't sign Case Keenum and we let him go somewhere else, or if he retired, I'd be calling Kirk Cousins going, hey, you want to hold the clipboard for Caleb? Help him out here?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In that quarterback show, he showed, he's a student of the game. I'd be afraid what his agent would try to fleece the Bears for. Hopefully Poles can break that cycle. Like, no. No more guaranteed money for you, man.
You made your money.
Yeah. You are making league minimum. How about Deebo Samuel?
He's a free agent right now?
Yeah.
I would damn.
That would be an interesting one in this Ben Johnson offense as well.
He would be. I would definitely bring him in for a workout.
Okay.
See if he still got it. I want to see his numbers. I want to see what your speed's at. I want to see what your shuttle times and shit. I want to see where you're at. But Deebo could be a nice addition to this offense.
How about David Njoku, tight end from the Browns? More of a receiving tight end.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Number 85.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Yeah.
I don't. We have Durham Smythe. He's going to be
We
so
don't
low
have
on our.
Durham Smythe anymore. He is with Baltimore. He went with Declan Doyle.
I thought we. Oh fuck! Yeah, no, bring him in. Bring him in.
Mm-hmm. Cameron Jordan. We've said his name an awful lot.
I'm not huge on it just because he's 47 years old. He's not 47. I'm
You
exaggerating,
carried
but
the one wrong. Yeah, he's 37.
he's 37.
Yeah.
Okay. It feels like he's 47, and I don't know what kind of tread is left on those tires. But with the situation of our defensive line, I'm sure you bring him in and he's an upgrade.
Mhm.
Okay. Because I just don't know. Because Grady Jarrett, man, that whole thing, it really bittered me last year because I was expecting much more from Grady Jarrett. And what I saw all season, I was like, oh, this is bullshit.
Mhm.
And I'm just afraid Cam Jordan would just be the same kind of thing.
So let me just throw this out at you. Cam Jordan was a rotational DN last year.
Okay.
Played approximately, I think 50 or 60% of the snaps. Had
Okay.
10.5 sacks, which, if he
Ooh.
played for the Bears, would have put him in the lead for the team.
Yeah. Well, because right. I mean, the Bears again were nothing special. The Bears defensive line sucked.
Mhm.
So I could have had as many sacks as just kidding. I couldn't have shit. I would get killed every down. But
Yeah. Just get dog walked right to the end zone every
But yeah,
play, huh?
when 10 is the number and you have just as many sacks as our team leader, that's not saying much.
Okay.
That's not saying much. No, I mean, I don't. Fuck it. Give him one. Give him 1 year. Same thing. Real low price. 1 year.
1 year, $6 million, right?
Yeah.
How about Jonnu Smith, tight end? He played for Pittsburgh. He was that huge tight end. He's like 3.25. He's just maybe not 3.25. He's probably like 280, 290.
Oh, the dude who basically was beating the shit out of us?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. I'm passing over some of these guys like guards and stuff, but what about Bobby Wagner? Do we need another linebacker?
No more linebackers, please. No more linebackers. All right.
Is that Dono Wins?
Don Owens.
Don Owens, okay.
Don Owens says not a big secret that the Bears need defensive end, safety, corner, DT, LT, center. Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Yep, all those. And maybe a running back or fifth wide receiver. Yep. Any one of those combos.
We'll stay kind of in the ones that Don Owens talked about. How about cornerback Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah, okay.
Had a good season under Al Harris when he played for him in Dallas.
Yeah, he led the league in interceptions that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, yep.
At least make the phone call.
I would make the phone call. Gives us depth at corner because we need it, and because again, the way they drop like flies last season, it'd be good to. And the kids, I mean, how old is he? He's still young, no?
Diggs is 27.
Yeah, okay. He's got a couple years left in him. Yeah, I would definitely make the phone call.
How about Jadeveon Clowney? Would be another edge rotational piece.
It's another old ass man.
8.5 sacks and 32 pressures last season in 13 games.
He's 33.
Yep.
But the guy's still hooping though.
Yeah.
Right? He's like made himself a journeyman where he just tries out all these teams and he does all right. Yeah, again, our defensive end play was so terrible that I'd make a phone call.
You bring him in and work him out, I think, at least, right?
Work
See
him
if
out.
you could get him like 1 year, $6 million type of deal.
Yeah. Call him in
Hassan
and work him out.
Reddick, going to be 31 entering in. He had 2.5 sacks, 23 pressures for the Bucks last season, with a career 61.5 sacks.
Yeah, I think we talked about this one on a past show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make the call. Is Josh Sweat out there still?
From the Cardinals, that would have to be a trade.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Screw that.
Okay. Let's see here. Joe Flacco's out there. Donovan Wilson, a safety, played for the Cowboys last year. He's a box/split field safety who plays with a tone-setting mentality. He had 71 tackles, 2 picks last season.
The Cowboys are just offloading all this defense, huh?
Yeah. Well, it sucked.
That might be Fluce's fucking fault.
It was the Fluce factor involved.
Yeah,
Yes.
not the players. It was the Fluce.
Dallas and the Bears were eerily similar, right? Great offenses, and their defense sucked. Except we actually had a halfway decent defensive coach.
Yeah. We generated a buttload of turnovers.
I believe
that made up for it.
Bernard's signed somewhere.
I'm going to pass on the safety on Donovan Wilson. I'll pass.
Okay.
We're going to draft a young kid, and we're going to have Kobe and the rookie back there making shit happen.
All right. This one is intriguing to me. Brian Robinson Jr., running back from the 49ers. You would probably remember him more from the Commanders. Bigger guy, more of a power rusher versus, a stretch zone guy. But, yeah.
Who is that now? I was looking up Grenard here.
Brian Robinson Jr.
Brian Robinson Jr. John, I'm looking up really quick, Rami. I'm looking up Jonathan Grenard. He had a very bad year last year. I shouldn't say bad.
That's why he got cut.
He only had 3 sacks, 19 assists on tackles. I don't think he had a good year.
Did he sign with the Lions, maybe? Oh, Eagle speculation. I'm seeing a bunch of older stuff from him.
But I think as a GM, though, you make phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
You make phone calls, especially when it comes to defensive line. As abysmal as our defensive line was last year, you turn every stone. You're anything under there? Anything under that one? Like you're making phone calls. You're sending your scouts out there, work them out. You do whatever, because we really need to. I can't say it enough. We really need to fix this defensive line.
Big Mike brings up a good point. Brian Robinson would fill this role, a big running back on those 4th and 1s. Where how many times did we get stuffed on those?
Yeah, because we don't have. I mean, Manung guy, but he's so small. But if you can bring in a big guy where he just always falls forward, yeah.
I think he definitely fits that mold. Robinson does. It would be kind of the one niche that the Bears don't have on their roster right now. He would be basically an upgrade from Roschon Johnson. He's that type of back, but a lot faster.
Did we cut him? Is he gone? Speaking
Roschon?
of the devil? Yeah.
No, I think he's still hanging on there. I think he's going to struggle to make the 53, if you want my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's who's still sitting out there in free agency. The top 25, at least.
The top 25. Yeah, I'm making phone calls on a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just some positions we don't need. Again, wide receiver, man, we're sad. We're
Especially
linebackers.
if you draft one, yeah.
Especially if we draft one. But a corner, that one corner, Diggs, I would call definitely. Because again, reunite them with Al Harris, have them as depth because we'll have Jalen, Tyreek, Terrell Smith,
Za.
Zay Frazier, Za Frazier, and then you put in Diggs in the mix there.
Mm-hmm.
Kyler Gordon at nickel. I don't know who plays behind him at nickel. Oh, Josh Blackwell. Are we bringing him back? I mean, the guy.
Yeah, I thought he resigned already.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check the auto roster. Guys, my name is Romy or Rome E.
Yeah, he did 2 years, 5 to 6 mil.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Romy. Got it. I'm saying Rami. Romy. Long O sound. All right. Thank you, sir.
Noted.
Yeah. I mean, look at my name. I'm a stickler for wanting to say names correctly because everybody gets mine wrong. So you got it, Romy. I will say Romy from here on forward.
People mispronounce Ezra
all the time, dude.
No kidding.
Are you fucking with me?
Listen, man. Maybe it's just because I've known you since we were knee high, right?
Right.
But
right.
And I've always known the name Ezra, but
dude, all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. It never ends. From birth till I'm 48 now, it's always Urza, Reza, Ezra, like Israel, Ishmael. Dude, I've been called everything wrong. Constantly.
No kidding. What's up?
Where I'm just like, oh God, wish my
are
parents
you a heathen?
Why
you never learned the books of the Bibles?
Can my parents just have named me something if they wanted to do biblical? Because that was their point. Aim for the back. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Okay?
John, right.
You could have named me one of those 4. No, they went Old Testament on my ass.
What's up, Leviticus?
Yeah.
Deuteronomy. We call you Do for short. What's up, Do?
So that was half of my joke with them because I would bust their balls, especially early on when I was like, Mom or Dad, how'd you guys come up with my name? Oh, yeah, we got a King James Bible and we shut it. And then we did one of these numbers. And I was like, and me going to Catholic school damn near my whole life, I was like, you assholes. What if you opened it to Ruth? Would you call me Ruth? I got one better. How about numbers? What if it was numbers? Hey, numbers, dinner's ready. Would you have done that?
Deuteronomy.
And my dad would be like, well, you don't have to worry about that. It landed on Ezra, so that's it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but
shut your mouth.
Yeah.
What's up, Ephesians?
What if? Yeah, it could have been all that. It just, man. But yeah, people do not say my name right, so I get it, Romy. I get it, but thank you for correcting me because now I want to say the name right. I want to say it right. It's your damn name. Got to say it right. But Romy, fucking unbiblical heathens.
Yes, exactly. Smite thee down, almighty smiter.
Is that fucking Bruce Almighty?
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah,
we're talking free agents.
Yeah, we were talking about the 25 top free agents. I just want to kind of button it up with this. Whatever Poles has done, yes, not flashy, solid. Again, the safety, Kobe, Bush, the linebacker. These are solid pickups. These are bona fide starters. They're going to be starters on this defense. Now, bringing back Sanborn. Now we're most likely not drafting a linebacker, but we might. Who knows? But probably not. You just build through the draft. This is the blueprint to the Bears' success. We're gonna build in the draft talented players, actual starters and contributors, and keep them young. And that's it. That's it. Now we're gonna keep. And then, like you said, after this draft, come next year, when a lot of these contracts fall off and we can cut, he could take all those damn chips and push them in. Like, here we go. So maybe next year we get to see kind of a splashy free agent signing, but I like it.
I think so too, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited to see what a full season of DeMarco Jackson on the field looks like. I think he could be like one of the biggest surprises this upcoming year.
Yeah.
He flashed when he was on the field.
Yeah, big time.
He made that big pick in, what was it, Pittsburgh or was it Cleveland? Where he dropped back and batted up to himself.
Yep.
He's got speed. I think he can blitz from that linebacker, like they were saying earlier in that double mug look in the double A gap.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I want to see what happens. And like I said, I think he's going to wear the green dot for the defense.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that 100%. Is Pole's job on the line if he doesn't get the defense right this year? I don't think so.
No.
I think his seat might warm up, but he's tied. He's tied to Ben Johnson now. For now, he's tied to Ben Johnson. I do see a scenario where in 3 or 4 years, if he still ain't got this roster right, Ben Johnson stays and Ryan's out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, Poles ain't going nowhere for 3 to 4 years.
I think DA will have another year or two before his seat would get hot. Let's be honest, man. He was kind of hamstrung with the way that the free agents shook out last year, especially on the defensive side. Unfortunately, that tied this team's hands for 2 years just because some of them didn't work out. Dio didn't work out. Grady didn't work out.
Right. And then all the damn injuries. I mean, let's be honest. DA was making chicken soup out of chicken shit.
Right.
So, I mean, a testament to how good he is as a DC that he was getting these guys prepared and ready to play their matchup every Sunday. So, yeah, DA's probably got another year or two before his seat warms up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Ben Johnson will be here as long as he wants to be here. Amen. You got that right. Yeah.
I think he will, if he wins, obviously if he wins the championship, he will be up there in the names of the Ditkas of the world and Hallis's with that. And if he wins multiple, he might be up there with Hallis and nobody else.
Yeah. Huh.
So,
yeah, absolutely. As long as the team stays competitive like this, yeah, Ben Johnson's going nowheres. Like if we can think about this, right? I think we talked about this before when the Steelers let go of Mike Tomlin. It's like you're going to let go of that guy. You're competitive and in the playoffs every fucking year for the last 17 years. You know, like what are you guys bitching about? Like I would love to be in that position. I think Ben might be that guy where our team's just going to be competitive every year. If not just for the offense, hopefully they get the defense together, but just mainly solely on the offense, putting up 40 burgers week in and week out. Oh, shit. Yeah, right. He could win 5 straight Super Bowls, and these trickle-ass Bear fans would be calling for his head the first year he didn't. Yeah, you got a point.
Let's put it like this, man. If he wins 5 straight Super Bowls, the dude can walk on fucking water around here.
Yeah,
quite honestly.
Not from the Everything Bears show, though.
No,
the 1 year we don't make it to the playoffs, I'm not going to be asking for dude to be fired. I will always remember what it's been like these last 25 years, 30 years as a Bears fan. I will never forget what it felt like. So no.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best season in years, and everybody's bitching and moaning. Yeah, well, you can't make everybody happy. And then there are still Justin lovers still circling about as well.
And the Bajan truthers and
truthers and that's yeah. Trade everyone, get rid of the GM. What the hell's wrong with folks? I ask myself that every day. Learn what the hell's wrong with people. I think it's like they forget. Again, we're a forgetful bunch.
Cautiously optimistic maybe as well, or now that we have a taste Like, say if the Bears don't make it to the playoffs for the next 2-3 years, watch out. It will not be pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen though. Remember the years, or you don't even have to go back, but the season before last, where Bears fans are booing the offense off of the field. Okay, because it was that bad. I don't think with having Ben Johnson, we're ever going to see an offense like that again. We're booing them off the field, just because I don't know. The dude's a wizard. It's a mastermind. And then Caleb's learning the system, operating the system. I think the days of booing offenses off of Soldier Field, those days are over.
Well, to be perfectly fair and honest, those fans had a right to boom off because they were getting booed off after they watched 3 straight fucking bubble screens. Like, okay, the first 2 didn't work, and then the third one got tipped and almost picked.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah. They'll never think we're going to run 6 in a row.
Yeah, I am too. I was a huge Justin fan. I thought maybe the kid was the answer, and he got a bad. We drafted him at the wrong time, not the right coaching and stuff. But after seeing him operate in Pittsburgh and then operate with the Jets, I'm kind of like, well, okay, maybe he's not good at quarterback.
This will be the final test for Justin Fields. If he looks like the same old Justin Fields in Kansas City, then there will be no saving him, right?
Yeah, no.
You had one of the best offensive minds. You still look like shit. There's no coming back from that. You're either out of the league at that point, or you're third on a depth chart and you're not active half of the games.
Right. Folks better not be crying if we lose the first. We started off last season 0-2.
Yeah.
So don't start crying until we're 0-3. Then you could start crying.
And we came in we started week 5, right after week 4. I think we finally got up and going last year.
Yeah. Well, we lost the first 2 and then went like on a 4 or 5 game win streak.
Yeah, because I remember our first show, we recapped like the first 4 shows. I think we came in right after the Raiders game. I think that's when we started last year.
Yeah. We started off the season 4-2. When we got to that 4-2 game, we lost. And then we were, here it goes. Jeremy, you speak an odd language. Portillo's or Gene and Jude's? Well, it's what you're just talking hot dogs, because you got to be specific. Because if I'm picking Gene and Jude's over Portillo's, I think that's for the nostalgia. I mean, because like Gene and Jude's don't load you up with the sport peppers and tomatoes and pickle spear, and I don't think Gene and Jude's doctors you up like that. You get mustard, French fries, wrapped up, get the fuck out, right? But I sure do love that traditional hot dogs from Portillo's, man. The Chicago dog at Portillo's is no joke either. But because I haven't had Gene and Jude's for so long, I'm taking Gene and Jude's just for the nostalgia. I would be I was a little kid standing in that hot ass fucking line outside forever. Would my parents tell me, would you just fucking stand still? I'm 5. Okay. I'm hungry and I'm running around like a maniac. I'm hungry.
You remember biking back from the Forest Preserve and stopping to get a Green River?
Yeah.
Back
buddy.
in the day?
Yeah, dude. Remember that shit? Like, I tried telling people this story, even my kids. I was like, we would ride our bikes so far.
Yeah.
Okay. We lived at 6 corners and we would be down fucking Narragansett on our bikes. Okay. Yeah. We were like 10.
We would bike 10 miles to ride our bike 10 miles. Yeah. We were spoiled where we grew up. We had 3 or 4 places within a short bike rides that served Vienna dogs. We had Jeff's right up the street.
Yeah.
We had Roma's, which was a good beef joint, served a good dog with the fresh cut fries, for the French fries and that. And then if we really wanted to bike it out,
Super Dogs.
Yeah. Well, if you were in the car, you had Super Dogs up Milwaukee, up in Niles, for sure. Um, yeah.
They got one down Milwaukee and Jefferson Park now.
Do they really?
Yeah, because when I was out there last January, yeah, my Aunt Jane, she took me there. And I
Damn.
was like,
Okay.
damn, there's a super dog right here. Okay.
There was a girl who worked out in Niles that I was the wedge was trying to get on her good side. So whenever I'd go visit her at her work, and she worked at one of these um places that sold like collectible figurines. So when
Okay.
two dudes walk into the shop with like precious moments and shit, they're following you around because they think you're stealing. Like,
Sure.
nah, man, I'm just trying to fucking hit on a girl. Can you like, you're stomping on my play here.
Yeah, you're fucking this whole thing up. Get the
Yeah.
hell out of here. Yeah, I'll buy a couple of the precious moments. Okay, just leave me alone.
Yeah, my mom likes this shit. I'm
Let me-
looking for her birthday. So, yeah.
Never had a burger from Super Dog though.
Oh,
But there's-
back in the day, I did for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Did I tell y'all that I ordered 48 pizza puffs?
nice.
I did the thing. They shipped it 2-day on dry
In a
ice.
cooler.
Yep, dry ice to my house. I got 48. Well, now it's more like probably 30 pizza puffs in the
You got a
freezer.
deep fryer, or you like
Oil
toast?
in a pan. Yeah,
Okay.
oil in a
So,
pan.
I don't have to do that. I got a local Euro joint up here that serves a
Mhm.
pizza puff like back in the day. It's
God,
great. I
yeah.
get them twice a week usually.
Yeah,
And
pizza
so,
puffs are great.
but yeah, man, we bike back, stop someplace that had Green River. That would be our rehydration, and keep going, man.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So far from the house. Just get home before dark is the rule.
And if you were on the street after dark, you just had to keep an eye out for the porch light, and once that went on, you had to go in.
You knew it was time to take your ass in. Good days, good times. Can't do that no more, I don't think. I don't even let my kids out of my sight. Can we go outside? Yeah, stay right in front where I can see you. Like,
Yeah.
that's the way I parent. Like my parents are like, yeah, get the fuck lost.
Just stay in between Addison, Milwaukee, Cicero, and the tracks. You're good. Okay.
Sure, will do.
Yeah.
We're
on the
fucking
other side of Cicero.
we're in Skokie.
Yeah.
On our bikes.
What's up? Well, we used to bike to Portage, the pool, all the time. That wasn't a short trip either. I mean, it wasn't terribly long, but
Yeah, it wasn't terribly long. Yeah.
so did that plenty of times.
Yeah.
Whew, good times, man. Good times.
Great times. But Jeremy, thank you for bringing up food, because we always try to do that on the show. We talk about food. That's what we do.
Right now, the only place that I can get a good hot dog is Portillo's. It's the only place that's close. So on these business trips that I go, if I go to Madison, there's one in Madison.
Is there nice?
Yeah. So I stopped there for lunch, and I stopped there for dinner on the way back out because I don't know when I'm going to have it again. And then when I went to Minnesota last week, there's Portillo's in fucking Minnesota.
Get out.
Get one in Oshkosh. Yeah. So stop there on the way in. My boss's boss is like, oh, we just stop and get lunch before you drop me off at the airport. I'm like, nah, man, I just want to hit the road. I want whatever the fuck you want. I'm stopping at Portillo's, getting a couple dogs on the way out of Minnesota, man.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
fuck off.
Yeah. When I was down in Tampa, they have a Portillo's there. So that was good for me. I only got Rosati's where I'm at, so no dogs. And their beefs don't even bother with their beefs. But yeah, Portillo's was nice because I'd be on the way home from work. 2 dogs and a big beef. Let's go.
Yeah.
And take them bitches home, smash them, and night, sweet prince.
Yes. That's the order for me too. 2 dogs. And I don't go to big beef. I go regular hot peppers.
Yeah, always with the hots. The Jardinier, give me that.
That's the one thing with Rosati's that ticks me off is they have green olives in their jardinara. Can't do it.
No?
Get that shit out of my jardinera. I want crunchies only, no green olives.
Huh. I don't hate green olives, but I'm not really accustomed to seeing that in Jardinier.
Yeah, that's why it made me mad when Rosati's had it on there, because when I was working in Madison, they had one down there, and I got a sausage and jardinera pizza, and it had green olives. I'm like, you bastards, picking that shit off.
You filthy dogs. Now you got to
Yes.
pick them all out of the pizza.
Yeah. Give me the carrots, give me the cauliflower, give me the gherkins, the hot peppers. We're good. I don't need olives. No.
Now I'm hungry Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, right. I did pick up some Vienna hot dogs from the grocery store for dinner tonight. Just
Ooh,
did
nice.
some chili dogs with them. So
Nice.
mm-hmm.
That's been crossing my mind lately since I've been cooking the pizza puffs here. I'm like, I need to get all the ingredients to make Chicago dogs. Because I have done it. I did it down in Florida before they built the Portillos. If you go to Publix is awesome. So you look at for the ingredients you need. If they don't have it, you find a manager, pull it up on your phone and show the manager. They will order it and then stock
Really?
the shelves with it. Yes.
Damn.
So
Okay.
then, like, it was like 2 or 3 weeks later, I went back to the Publix and I looked and I was like, oh my God, they got the sport peppers. Oh my God, they bought the Jardinier. Oh my God, they got the fucking, they had everything. And I was like, scooped it all up, made Chicago celery salt, the whole damn works, man. Oh man.
You can also go to Vienna's website. They sell all that there too. The pickle relish, the sports peppers. You can
Ooh.
even order buns and the dogs
Ooh.
from there too. Yeah.
Oh, stop it. One stop shop. I think that's
Yeah.
it. I'm looking right now.
Yes. They have a hot dog kit that you can order, because I've been tempted a couple times to order it. I can find pickle relish around here, but I can't find the traditional Chicago hot dog pickle relish. I got to settle for Joe Blow, normal green, sweet relish for my hot dogs when I want the neon green, turn your guts radioactive, bright green pickle relish.
Dude,
So,
look at that. That's not a bad price.
no. Whew. Yeah, we haven't talked food in a while. Christopher's been missing, so he's usually the one that gets us out on the food tangent.
Tonight it was
So,
Jeremy.
yeah,
Look at
got
this.
us going there. Yeah, see, even got the Rosati hot dog buns.
Yeah, look at that.
I saw those at my local Costco. They have those, so when they have them, I always scoop them up.
Yeah, 16. So for just under $100, it'll be just over 100 with shipping, I'm sure. But 16 of them bad boys. 16 Chicago. I will eat them until I'm sick, like I'm doing with the pizza puffs. That first day the pizza puffs came in, I swear to God, I ate like 5 of them. Not all in one sitting, but in that same day, I ate 5. I was like, oh, I'm going to eat pizza puffs until I puke.
Robert, welcome to the show, man. So,
first time watching as a true fan, named in hospital after Bobby Douglas. Okay.
QB1
Very nice.
72, yeah. Yeah.
That's nice. Thanks for joining, brother.
Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, ding the bell on the way out. So, thanks for joining us. You're catching us coming back off of a food tangent here, which we often like to do here. So,
we will often talk about food. You caught us at the back end of the show where we wrap up usually with some food talk. But you could always hit rewind and check the beginning of the show on whenever at your leisure. Do like Wedge said, like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because we go live Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings. You could set your watch to it. You'll get the notifications when we go live. Come join us. Join in on the banter. We love chats. So when you drop in the chat, man, give us your thoughts. We put up on the screen. And then, as always, we'll wrap it up talking about foodstuffs.
Big Mike's checking in and said, man, my wife made some collard greens with 4 beans and smoked turkey leg.
Damn.
Fucking amazing.
Damn.
I have yet to throw turkey legs on the smoker, partially because they're tough for me to find. I can only get them around Thanksgiving, but you have enough turkey around then. But my favorite part of the turkey, like if I do a whole turkey, I don't carve the legs because I'll sit there, Fred Flintstone style, eating that thing at the table.
Sure.
Good with that. So
ain't nothing wrong with that, baby.
So
well, hell, that was a damn good show.
Yeah, buddy. So, and here we were, afraid that we might run out of stuff to talk about, but 2 hours goes by pretty quick on this show. That's for damn sure.
It does, man, especially when everybody's getting involved and everybody drops a little something in the chat. Bear down, baby. Thank you, Adam, for swinging on through. But yeah, when the chats come in, man, the time just goes by really fast.
We love interacting with the fans, guys. Appreciate all the comments. It's a great way to carry the conversations. And listen, man, we do this show for you guys. Yeah, we have a great time doing it, but the interaction truly, we're born and raised Chicagoans talking about our beloved Chicago Bears. So we love to talk to other Bear fans. And listen, we're all over the place, man. I know we got somebody out in Virginia watching us. We got Wisconsin, we got East Coast, we got West Coast, we got
Tennessee,
yeah, all over the place, man. So we're all around the country. So we'll bring you the content that you guys want. Keep an eye out for draft parties if you guys are looking for a place to hang out during the first and second round of the draft. Check out our channel. We'll be there. Make sure to subscribe to Everything Bears. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on all kinds of stuff. YouTube, obviously. So, yeah. But
all the links to all our socials are down in the description as well. So if you're on Twitter, hit the link, follow us there. If you're on TikTok, hit the link, follow us there. That's all right, Adam. You could sneak one in real quick. Let's see. Sorry, just joined. If we drafted defensive line early, how would you feel about the offseason? Pretty good, actually. Yeah, if we draft our defensive line early, I mean, I think that's probably really our biggest need.
Yeah.
Is
safety, D-line, for sure. If we do that early.
Oh, look at Robert here, dude. Models and crappie season. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy. Crappie. That's a tough fillet, ain't it? Because they're thin like bluegill. You got to be skilled filleting them puppies.
You need a lot of them. See, up by where I'm at, we're a lot of walleye by us.
Walleye,
I'm literally a block and a half from one of the best walleye lakes in Wisconsin. So that's what we make our staple for the summer fish fries.
How far are you from Lake Mills?
Oh, I would say maybe 40 miles, 50 miles.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's only about 90 miles to Madison. It's about halfway. So, yeah.
Learn. He's pounding the table for more offensive line. We got to protect Caleb. Crappie, best tasting fish. Yep. Nice short lunch. Oh,
Morel. Okay.
Morel. I thought you were talking about the beer, Models.
Yeah. I was like, I'd be okay with that too. Though in Wisconsin, we drink Spotted Cow here. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
So the other big thing in Wisconsin, tell me if you ever heard of this, man. Wild asparagus.
Wild asparagus?
You literally drive down the road, and you know how roads have like the little ditch and then it's flatland. So in those ditches, there are huge clumps of wild asparagus. So people just pull over and cut that shit and eat it. Morels, there's a ton of different places up here that people hunt for them. I know down in Illinois, there's a ton of places too. My dad's cousin used to go morel hunting all the time. He had several different places. So
that's funny that you say that because I spent some years in South Carolina where they had green onions
wild, like ditch
growing
onions.
just like how you said
Yeah.
in the ditches. You would drive and you're like, man, something smells delicious. And then, like, when I had said it to a customer one time, they were like, yeah, the green onions. You could literally pull over and just cut his
Pluck
green
'em up.
onions. And I was like, no way.
We grew them in the backyard this past year, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was like, that's what that is. No way. So there's wild asparagus up there. I love asparagus.
Mhm. Grilled asparagus, a little bit of hollandaise on that. Yeah, take
Ooh,
everything nutritious about it and throw it right out the door.
right out the window. Uh,
He
uh,
says 2 centers.
yeah, he
They're gonna
says,
get one. Man, if I was a betting man, they're gonna pick one up in the draft for sure. Developmental guy. Or a guy who could start this year but doesn't have to. That's really, I think, what they're going for.
there you go.
Third, fourth round. I predict a center in that time frame. So
I like that. So a guy who could start but doesn't have to because we got
Mhm.
Bradbury.
Yep.
But if
Yes.
Bradbury goes down, this kid, you just fit him right in.
Sure. And then you got Luke Newman, who's the
yeah.
backup plan there because
Yeah.
he was taking snaps last year. I'm sure we'll see it in the preseason as well.
Oh, I can't wait. God. Oh, I can't wait.
It's still a little bit of ways, man.
I know, but I'm
It's
starting
a
to get
lot
like,
of sleeps away.
hey man, you got any preseason football? You got any preseason football,
Can we
man?
play in the Hall of Fame game, please?
No.
Get it a week early.
Well, okay, I was gonna say no, but actually, right. Because you're just gonna see third stringers and on from
Yeah.
that game anyways, which I would want to see. I want to see the depth. I want to see
What these new
know.
guys look like. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yes.
So,
Oh man.
what do you say, man? Should we put a bow on this thing?
Yeah, we could put a bow up on it.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, ding the bell, check out our socials. Drop a few comments in the chat as well and on the videos. Let us know if there's a free agent that you'd like to see them pick up that we talked about. Drop that in the comments for the video. Helps the algorithm. If there's a draft crush that you have, drop that in there as well. I
Draft
think
crushes.
we've kind of hit a bunch. I think, unintentionally have created a few for ourselves that we really want to see end up on the Bears. But a little bit over a month away, and we'll be sitting here on night one, day one of the draft, waiting for that 25th pick to come up. So,
Oh yeah. See you, Big Mike. Have a good night. Yeah, we'll see you definitely Sunday morning.
mhm.
And Saturday night, if you bop in, you can bop in on Saturday night.
Yeah, buddy. So,
But thank you guys so much for showing out, chatting. Love it. Thank you guys so much.
all right, guys, have a good night. And until then, bear down.
The Bears.